through the fields of our paths. Feelings part our ways, keeping us close but estranged now. Dreams holding us closer. Meadows of our youth, 107 days, but recalling it backwards. Our dreams holding us closer. Ooh, we can see so clear. Ooh, we can see so clear.
Good morning, guys. Excuse me. Cheers. It's like 4:30 in the morning. The thing with crypto, you learn intermittent sleep, right? It's like sleeper for newbies. Or sleep is for newbies, or whatever. Okay, Mom. But, no, I finally got persistence, XPRT, yesterday. Now, it's not as much as I wanted. I wanted 1,000, but that didn't happen. I went to KuCoin, and yellow, the price was like $7.40, but like on the order books, someone was selling 10, the next person was selling 12, then 15. It's like, so I kind of went in and started out at like $7.46, and I bought everything from $7.46 to $7.56. So that was the liquidity that was on KuCoin yesterday. So one can judge that if you wanted a large amount, it would probably benefit you to do this over several days, because that was just $7,000. That was $7,000 into persistence. And I moved the market 10 cents. Or 11, really. But whatever. Now the market's back down. I guess these people are... the way that CoinMarketCap works is that it is based upon the last trade. So all these different people who have like 0.15 of a coin that they're selling for a stupid amount, in between where the real liquidity is, like anywhere from like above 100 of any one coin. Like it took me a while to get to those sell orders of like 3 and 500. So it took me a while to get to there. So anyway, I bought up everything down low all the way up at 10 cents. So $7,000 moved the market 10 cents. So let's say if you went at that with big money, like with 70 grand, because you wanted 10,000 persistence, would that then mean that you move the market $1? Or would that be more? So by the time big money comes in, It's kind of why I wanted a few now. I also figured out how to do the staking, so I delegated to Stakefish, and I've calculated out that I will not earn a full XPRT per day. It will be like 0.88, something like that, after the fee and everything else, so whatever. Look, really, now that I bought it, now I have skin in the game. Now I can sleep comfortably at night. Well, almost. I mean, it's... Alexa, what time is it?
It's 5 a.m.
Delayed response, are we? Alexa, are you okay?
I'm feeling above average, even though it's the middle of the week. Happy Wednesday.
Whatever. So anyway, 5 o'clock. So yeah, at least I'm able to sleep a little better at night, right? Knowing that that's there. And then, soon as before brewing a cup of coffee, I find that Persistence YouTube channel, the actual Persistence YouTube channel, had a live stream, AMA, Ask Me Anything. So I've been listening to that for, I don't know, a little while this morning. And it seems like there's going to be an airdrop. I don't know how much yet. I went through the comments of it, and somebody was upset that you needed more than 100 in order to qualify for the airdrop. And so it sounds, based on that you need it. Based on that, it sounds as though you need 100 as a minimum in order to receive an airdrop. I have no idea what airdrop amount that will be, but that'll be of the P stake. So, learning that there are other ways to generate revenue through persistence as well. So, like, you can actually earn like 300%, something crazy like this, on providing liquidity to these exchanges. I don't have that much to put towards an exchange, but it is a thought. But it's something I heard the word risk. So when I hear the word risk, it's like, Doberman ears just go straight up. It's like, what? The moment I hear that word. So the staking bit, look, I'll earn 35%. I'm cool with that. I'm not earning 35% on nothing. So I'll take 35%. And the price has dropped back down lower now, which I'm all right with. And I'll tell you why. It's because when you buy and say the price dips, right? The reason why people tell you to buy the dip is because then you can lower your entry point. So if you buy more. So let's say you bought, just say $1,000 at 10,000, or just say you bought $1,000 at 10 and $1,000 at 5 worth. So basically your entry point, instead of it being $10, when you combine the two, your entry point will then be 7.5 or $7.50. So you're lowering that entry point. That's what's called a dollar cost average over time. So look, if the price dips, great, I'll buy more. That's what I did with Theta. So, and then look at what Theta did. Now this, look, I'm cool with leaving this here for several years. When I say, like, I hear money that you can afford to lose, I don't like wording it that way. Because it's not a loss until you sell. So if you're one of the ones who freak out because you just lost 50% of a position, you actually didn't lose your position. You lost the fiat, the dollar equivalent of. You still hold those coins. It's just at which point will you sell? So that's how I can tell you that my money was made during the bear market. So, because during that entire bear market, I dollar cost averaged the entire way down. The entire way down and the entire way back up. Every dollar that passed through my hands, I invested that. So I did nothing frivolous. I cut back on all expenses. Every single dollar I earned at this job, I dropped in the crypto. That's how I did it. So my thing is, I looked at all of these stories from like these millionaire kids. What did they do? How did they do it? First thing is they stuck with what they knew. They didn't go chasing after every little coin out there. Because truth is, look, there are so many good ones. There's so many good ones, and you just can't own them all. And to think that you can invest $5 and that $5 do something, no, that ain't gonna work. Now $5 a day, that's different. But same thing though, you have to also look at how much it's costing you. So per transaction. So let's say if you were to buy $10 worth of Bitcoin, but the transaction costs you $5, it's like, what's the point? At that point, I would I would recommend Litecoin or Bitcoin Cash, BCH. So, and from an exchange, to buy that from an exchange. And, with so many new people out here, there are many phishing attempts that you need to be aware of. That's why we always say to, if you don't hold your keys, it's not your coins. That's why we always remove them from the exchange. More so than just a Mt. Gox. You can get an email or even a text message through like SMS. Like your two-factor authentication. And all that is a phishing attempt. And something of please log in to your account, blah, 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 blah. And, as soon as you enter that in, they begin draining your account. Someone just phished you. So that's why I don't like leaving money on an exchange. Because there's no one there to help you. It's still the Wild West. Now what I'll do is I will have money on the exchange, a dollar equivalent on the exchange, ready to pounce, right? However, once I get to a certain dollar figure, I move that off of the exchange just into USDT or TUSD or USDC. It's a dollar equivalent, a stable coin. I'll just leave it sit in that. Not on the exchange. On a cold wallet, or at least Exodus or on Atomic Wallet. So I will at least do that. And that way, if there's a deal with the exchange, it doesn't really concern me. So, but money that you can afford to lose, I don't like saying it that way. I like saying it, money that I don't need even for next year. So I'm cool with leaving this money sit there and just accrue interest. I'm cool with that. And that's without the underlying asset accruing in value. So let's say, look, I bought at $7.50, just say, right? Now, I earn 35% of the number of tokens. I don't earn 35% of the dollar value. So I own 35%, or I earn 35% of the tokens, right? So now if the token value goes from $7.50 to $15, I've not only doubled there, I doubled there, and I earned 35% of the current value of the $15, not of the $7.50 value. So there are a few variables you need to play with there. Could be very, very lucrative. However, like Bitcoin, Litecoin, there's a halving that it happens, but it's every 2 years. So I'm learning that the halving, you'll go from 35% returns to 17.5, and then half of that, and then half of that every 2 years. However, being in early, you're rewarded so well, it makes me question a dollar cost average into it as well. So, however, I have funds on the sidelines ready to pounce if I see that price just like do a do a swan dive off a freaking high rise. So, just if I see that, then bam, I'm there to catch it. But don't be like me, not advice in any way, shape, or form. Don't be like me. I'm a certified knife catcher. Yeah. So here at Knife Catchers Anonymous, we pride ourselves on... No, I'm playing. Yeah, we pride ourselves on how many fingers we still have. Oh, man. No, finally got XPRT, and I'm not sure when this airdrop is. Like I said, this AMA just released like 5 hours ago, so that's pretty cool. That was not why I wanted to buy in. That just sort of like happened. I'm not like on the latest cutting edge thing in persistence. It's just something I've been looking at for a little while. Decided to dip my toe in the water. So, we'll see. Like I said, if it goes on sale, I'll buy more. And that's the way I look at all of crypto, is that if it goes on sale, that's when I buy more. Because whether China comes out, India comes out, I don't care who comes out. It could be this BS coming out now with Biden wanting to do an executive order on crypto. It's like, look, you're not going to stop it. So, in between that and the SEC money grab on every project out there, I mean, hopefully soon that'll come to an end. So, I mean, look, nothing moves straight up, nothing moves straight down. It's a market. But these other things, all this FUD that they just create, FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So they just try to spread a little BS out there and get people talking about it. And if you learn FUD, you can then learn how to profit off of it. So whenever they come out and, oh my goodness, crypto's coming to an end, buy a little more. Like I said, not advice, but I buy a little more every time something like that happens. Because in my mind, what's going on is that's the back office, right? The back office is going nuts. The back office is saying, wait a second, we ain't got all our friends in just yet. We need to force the price down in some way, shape, or form that doesn't just reflect back on us for insider trading and whatnot. So how can we force this down without getting RICO charges and everything else, right? Like JP Morgan. So anyway, how can we divert attention away from ourselves, cause the price to go down? That's what I see. So that way then they can buy more at a cheaper price. Shake out the weaker hands. That sort of thing. So those people who sell what they hold because, oh my goodness, it just dropped 10%. Oh my goodness. You know, that's when the big money is stepping in buying this. Because remember, it's still so early in the crypto. Most people don't understand it. Most people don't even know that this is going down. You say crypto, they just think Bitcoin. You know, they don't know anything other than, just what they hear on the news. You know, it's money laundering. It's drugs, and this is like, really? You know, back in the day, right? Well, first off, let me just answer that by saying you think the dollar is any better? The dollar has been used for many more things. So is every fiat. That's why it has trace elements of narcotics, right? Of every form of narcotics, right? Right. That's why what happened in Pennsylvania, I guess, stays in Pennsylvania when JP Morgan's ship got, seized. And I forget how many tons. It was like 20 tons or something like this of cocaine. Really? Tons. And they pay a little fine. They pay just say a $3 million fine, but they profited $6 billion. To me, that looks like a business model. That looks like just cost of doing business, right? Have they stopped? No. They continue to do the same thing over and over again. Whereas you and I would be labeled as a habitual offender. We'd be under the jail. Whereas they should be as well. But whatever. Wow, where was I going with that? I'm just glad I got some persistence. I really am. I mean, it was really bothering me, y'all. I watched it go from $3 to $5. Now it's at $7, and then it went to like $11 or $12. Now it retraced back. I think it bounced up because of the P-Stake news that came out. So I think it went all the way up to like $11 and then bounced back down to where it's at now, $7.40, whatever, $7.50. I think that's what caused it. And like I said, I bought what I'm comfortable with right now. It's not what, it's not as much as I want, no, but I'm fine with that. If the price takes off, look, the price just takes off. I'm trying to take my emotion out of it. It's difficult to do that, but so many times I've bought in and then wanted more and then wanted more and then wanted more. And then every day I was buying more and more. And then suddenly, a week after, like, my last $1,000 into a project, all of a sudden, kabang, boom. Damn thing fell out to bed. It's like, I've seen it too many times. So when I buy in, I try to stagger my buys. So that way then, if I see the price take a dip and fall out to bed, I'm there to pick it up on the cheap. Or also having funds on the sidelines, ready to pounce. So your cash reserves, not everything should be all in crypto. You should have cash reserves in case crypto falls out the freaking bed, right? So everyone's still saying, and look, I'll still say it too, that Bitcoin is, a lot of people are calling for $250,000 Bitcoin this cycle. Look, I see it happening over and over again, like every 4 years. So even other people that I've spoken with, look at Dub Digital, same thing. He says the same thing that many of us say. It's like every 4 years, there's a 10x of Bitcoin from the all-time high. So in this market cycle, I'm seeing $19,000 Bitcoin at an all-time high last cycle to this cycle being 190,000. So, I mean, look, it could have a blow off top. It could just go nuts. Could go to $250,000, could go to 3. I don't know that, neither do you. But, and I'm not so stuck on 190. Look, it could hit 188. Could hit 185. It's going to come damn close, I believe, though. Here again, I'm not a psychic. I can't. I'm not in the Psychic Friends network. I do get different things every once in a while, but I don't speak to spirits and all of that. Look, I'm a Catholic. It's not that I don't believe in that. It's that I don't rely on that. I'll say it that way. Yeah. So, while different things may happen, I've seen things I can't explain. You probably have too. So, is there something more there? I think so. But I don't go digging and diving into something I don't understand to then possibly have to deal with something, having to hire a priest, a shaman, and everyone else to come in here and bless the house, and I don't want to deal with all of that. That ain't what I'm about. If I get something, that's on me. I just react on gut instinct. That's all. Sometimes it works. Most of the time it works, I'll say it that way. But look, I don't claim to be anything like that. And I'll tell you up front, I'm not. I get dreams, stuff like that. That's cool. But that's it. That's where I leave it. I'm not here. Let me get off of that. Alright, so how long have I been going? Where does the time go? 28 minutes. Jeez. Alright. Some other stuff. I'm came to realize that other people are listening, and I'm glad. Other people who are disabled. I should probably do some other videos more focused towards the disabled, because I am considered 100% disabled, being legally blind since 2011. I was in pitch black darkness for a few years. Good morning. I guess they call me lucky. I regained some vision in my right eye. The right eye, I'm still 20/200, but the field of view is so narrow. Lost all peripheral, night vision, depth perception, that's all gone. The left eye, I can only tell if it's light or dark, so that's it. So mainly out of the right eye, it's silhouettes. So that's how I function and do different things. And like, for me to find crypto, look, I went to a camp for the blind in 2013. 2014 is when I found crypto. So after all the bills were paid for the month, after my disability check, Social Security disability check, I still had like $400 or $500 a month left over. And for the longest time, I was putting that into precious metals, because that is the only asset that the disabled have been able to own and invest in without it affecting our benefits. So other than that, it's just been cash under the mattress, or just go on shopping sprees every month and just waste it, just blow it. So I found crypto after investing for years in metals. And I found crypto because of the assistive technology training of JAWS by Freedom Scientific. I went to a camp. It was a live-in camp where I had to go there for a couple of months and live there to do that. I also learned Braille. I'm on level 2 Braille, so I'm on contractions. But I'm still like on the short bus. So my sensitivity and my fingertips are not what they once were. So I guess that's from the diabetes, like early signs of neuropathy. So anyway, like I said, I'm still on the short bus, so it's like double-sized Braille. So anyway, then let's see, no one would hire me. No one would hire me, being disabled. So I ended up unloading 18-wheelers for cash. Just hustled up a job. It wasn't a whole lot. I mean, it was very physical labor. It was labor intensive. And look, that was just like $50 every 2 weeks. That was it. But someone got injured doing it and sued the company. So then it became, I had to be part-time at the company. So I was hired in part-time, got to work inside the store and whatnot. So that was really cool. But every single dollar I earned from that job in 2015 going forward, till through the pandemic began, I invested every single dollar I earned of that into crypto, plus the Social Security that was left over. I did well. So now you know. That's how a blind dude did it. So yeah, the blind cookie boy. he did all right. Saved his acorns for a rainy day and invested well. And really, I'm considering going and getting that that little job back. I've been asked many times to return, and it's an extra $1,000 a month that I can invest. I don't need it to live. But I know people who earn 6 figures a year who don't invest $1,000 a month into their own 401k. I mean, I still have a lot of work to do here on this house, but I view it more as time is of the essence. So this time we're not going to get back ever again. This time is now gone forever. And the time moving forward, I would say over the next 8 years, thereabouts, till mass adoption is what I figure. So as much as I can earn now and invest that now means that later on, by the next, not this cycle, but the following cycle is what I feel will be the mass adoption phase where, where it really won't even matter what you hold in crypto, just as long as that you were in. So, with that, y'all be cool. Later.